Before we begin, I would like to start this video by saying this story is a work of fiction. I'm starting this video by saying that because this story was so believable that a majority of people actually believed it. But with that said, let's get into it. The story of Lavender Town Syndrome, which is by an unknown author, goes as follows. Lavender Town Syndrome, also known as the Lavender Town Tone or the Lavender Town Suicides, was a peak in suicide and illnesses in children between the ages of 7 to 12 in Japan back in February 27, 1996. The phenomenon occurred shortly after the release of the first Pokemon games, Pokemon Red and Green. Rumors say that these suicides and illnesses only occurred after children playing the game reached Lavender Town. The location's theme music had extremely high frequencies that studies have shown only children and young teens can hear because their ears are more sensitive. Due to this effect, at least 200 children supposedly committed suicide, and many more developed conditions and afflictions. The children who killed themselves usually did so by hanging or jumping from heights. Those who did not often acted irrationally and complained of severe headaches after listening to the theme. This mass hysteria was caused by the first release version of the game. After the incidents, the programmers fixed the location's music to be at a lower frequency. Lavender Town now sounds different depending on which Pokemon you're playing. But since that change, children are no longer affected by the song. One video appeared in 2010 using special software to analyze the audio waves of Lavender Town's music. When played, the software created images of the unknown near the end of the audio. This created controversy since the unknown didn't appear in the series until the Generation 2 games, Silver, Gold, and Crystal. The arrangement of the unknown appears to translate to "Leave now." First and foremost, my theory for why this story is so believable is because of the things that the Pokemon Company has experienced, for lack of a better word. For example, the episode Electric Soldier Porygon was taken off the air because it caused seizures in children all across Japan. And there are scientific ties to high-frequency sounds and negative effects on the brain. While none of the effects could lead to the things happening in the story, it does lead to dizziness and nausea. Some other effects of those sounds are anxiety, depression, and higher levels of stress. I think that's why it became so believable, since sounds like that do affect the human brain and they could affect a child differently. That's what makes the story so believable in my opinion, because of the unknown factor that comes with the human brain. Interestingly, the date that the mass suicide happened was the day Pokemon Red and Blue released in Japan. Which means that in this universe, in the span of a day, countless kids made it to Lavender Town. Which begs the question, how early did these kids get the game? Jokes aside, the story is very interesting and it's well worth the read. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing to the channel and checking out some of my other videos. With all that out of the way, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.